I am looking for a job again. Let's hydrate because it's going to be an extremely long week. Just a backstory. I am not unemployed. I'm actually very much employed. I am working remotely as per now, but I'm looking for better opportunities because the life that I'm currently living and the money that I'm making and the life that I want to be living and the money I want to be making, we gotta have strategy, baby. So consider this the introduction to my job searching series. It's going to be stretched out to until the Lord sees it fit to give me a job, because there's a lot of luck that is involved in job searching. And if I'm going to be really honest with you, I don't like job searching. I don't like it. But you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? So I have my to-do list over here. Oh, I hope you can't read that far. There's a name of a guy I used to like over here. Anyway, I'm going to run through my to-do list and this is not a one day's work because I have classes. I'm still studying. I have classes, I have work to do, and then I have this personal work now that I need to do. So here's my to-do list, and I'm going to read it to you for today. It's going to be spread out the entire week, so no pressure. Let's do the fun bit is I'm supposed to do my vision board. I'm also supposed to do my career discussion decks because I'm going to be having an annual general meeting with a close friend of mine where we're going to be discussing our plans for next year, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, when it comes to our career, the what and the how, what we want to achieve, how we're going to get there, and every knickknacks. And I suggest if you do have somebody close to you, you can do that annual general meeting. It's normally really nice because you have now each other. You keep each other accountable during the entire year. But for me, I'm just focusing next year. I already told my friend that next year I just want to focus on quarters. I don't want to plan out the entire year. It's overwhelming and overstimulating. So I'm supposed to do that. The uninteresting part, I'm supposed to revamp my CVs because I've not applied for jobs for quite some time now. So I need to revamp my CV. And then I need to revamp my LinkedIn. I don't like that, and I think that's the one that I'm going to start with. But for my LinkedIn, really, it's just like I just need a new banner and whatever. I need to attend class today. I have a meeting at 6, and then I need to set up my profiles on other job searching boards. So that's what you're going to be seeing me do for episode 1. So like I said, I'm working remotely. I'm just looking for better opportunities to just advance myself in career. So I'm just gonna be taking you with me. So when I'm doing my CV, I know there's a lot of buzz about ATS checkers and whatever. My tip there is normally to keep your CV ATS readable and also human readable, because once your CV passes the ATS checker, a human being is gonna be reading it. So you should write for both, a balance. It shouldn't be on this side of the spectrum and it shouldn't be on this other side of the spectrum. And with that said, whoever put me in charge of my own life, that was really, really rude. I do not recommend you putting in charge of my life again. So that's what we're going to be doing. So right now I'm going to be doing my least favorite thing out of this list, which is gonna be let's revamp my LinkedIn for now, because I think that's the one that I need to go on Canva and just make a banner, and then that's gonna be it. So let's revamp my LinkedIn. So when it comes to revamping the LinkedIn, one thing that you should know is that complexity is always the enemy to progress. You don't know what a perfect LinkedIn profile is gonna look like, so don't kill yourself trying to optimize like that. I'm gonna give you a little secret. Use ChatGPT. Use AI to optimize your CVs. For me right now, I didn't even tell you the kind of jobs that I'm looking for right now. I am looking for an analytics role in fintech. It could be a finance role in fintech, anything of that sort, finance, but in fintech. That is my plan A. But I have a plan B. My plan B is corporate finance, because I don't want to be in corporate finance, but I'm not going to turn a job for financial planning and analysis or a financial modeling and valuation analyst. I'm not going to turn down that kind of job. So I want to make my LinkedIn look kind of like that. Currently, it's very generic. It's just, you can check me out on LinkedIn by day at Grace Musungu. I tell good stories on LinkedIn. I will leave my LinkedIn down below. So I'm just going to create a banner on Canva, the simplest banner of all times, and then revamp my about section. That's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to talk to you from this weird angle, and as you can tell, I'm already tired, but my LinkedIn is done. You see, as you can see, I am done revamping my LinkedIn. What I was doing for my LinkedIn was like optimizing my bio, my about section, clearing my skill section, because that is the one that I actually should have focused more on. And then I created a banner, tech plus finance hybrid. I've told you that fintech is my plan A, corporate finance is my plan B, but I'm working so hard towards my plan A. So it took longer than I expected, and I am tired mentally. That is because over the years and years of pivoting and whatever, you keep on adding skills blindly because you don't know what you're doing in life, and then now you have to come and delete all of them again and then put new ones. A quick tip that I'm going to give you is use Gemini, ChatGPT, AI, or whatever to optimize your LinkedIn, because tools are there to make it easier for you. So they are going to give you like industry specific languages and jargons and every single one of those things. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to work on my vision board, something light to clear my head. And for my vision board, I don't print it out. I don't do the cutout ones. I like it on my school. I've shown you, but like it's on this phone, but I'm the one I'm using it and whatever. But the long, short, and form of things is that I like to have my vision board on my wallpaper. So I'm making one for my laptop computer, which has not yet arrived, and for a wallpaper for both of my phones. That's how I like my vision boards to be, because I also need to create that vision board because we are going to also be discussing it with my friend for the annual general meeting that I told you. So yeah, after working on my LinkedIn like that, please, I'm not going to revamp any CV right now. I'm going to attend my class because again, it will be counterproductive to want to pivot and apply for jobs when you don't have the skills. So I'm going to attend my class, and I think after I attend my class and I do my vision board, I will have cleared 3 things out of my to-do list. And are you guys actually making your vision boards? Mine from this year, actually a huge chunk of the things that I put on my vision board came to pass. But let me tell you something, let me warn you, vision board is not a magic thing. You also have to be very intentional with putting in the work towards whatever it is that you've put in your vision. If you wanna date, if you want to put dating in your vision board, you need to be out there socializing with people and also being the best version of yourself. If you're going to put mine is going to have a fintech role inside there. If I'm going to put a fintech role inside of there, I have to be very intentional, upskill, and apply for the jobs. Guys, did you know that if you don't apply for the jobs, you don't get a job? Crazy. Unless you have like a really good network to keep connecting you here and there and whatever. So yeah, so let me do my vision board and then I start class. Right now it's at 2:30. I'm thinking by the time I finish my vision board, it will be just in time for the meeting that I told you guys that I'm having at 6 p.m. I'll still attend class even if it's for an hour. Oh, now that my phone has gone off, let me show you. I'm not gonna pick sound from here, so this is going to be terrible sound, but like here is my vision board. I don't want to bring it too close to you guys because you might see your friends in my vision board. So yeah, basically that's it. That's how I like my vision board to be on my phone wallpaper. When I am when I'm opening my phone to double text that nigga, I see what I should be up to. That's how I like it. So that did not even take long. I am done making my vision board. Right now it's at 3:19, comparing to the amount of time that I took to make my LinkedIn. Yeah, that took so long. So right now I am done. Here's my vision board, ready to go to my devices. This time around I've decided that I don't want it on my phone, rather I want it on the screensaver of my laptop and my computer, which I'm waiting for. So I am glad about that. And then also this is now the vision board that I will use to put to the AGM. I will tell you more about that annual general meeting that we're doing with my friend to kind of keep each other accountable for next year. I'm going to show you that maybe this week after I finish doing the presentation, I finish making my slides or decks. I do not feel like reading, and I'm not gonna read right now. I'm just gonna do one thing right now, which is editing another video. I'm going to edit a video and then also start editing this video because I need to offload my camera as I go on. But then after that meeting, I might read or not. If I don't read, I'm going to read early in the morning. Yeah, maybe I'll see you to close this day or maybe not. We'll see. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I could have focused the vision board, but it's kind of intimate. I'm not one of those people that want to show what I keep on my vision board. So yeah, excited about the progress, excited about how today has turned out. See you next time. Not me trying to record and then realizing that I did not switch this thing on the entire time. As you know, it was that crazy. Anyway, it's at 4:36 right now. I already finished editing. As you can see, this is CapCut. I've already finished editing, and in case you want to watch that video, I don't know if it's gonna come before this or after this. I was basically showing you how I was able to achieve this. If you watched my previous videos, then you know this never used to be the background. Let me sit well so that I stop giving you some weird angles. So I am done editing, and maybe I should be reading, because when it comes to doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing, I'm actually the first one. Because why did I edit instead of reading? Because I thought I was going to edit up to 6, but turns out I only edited up to 4:30. So maybe I should convince myself and read an hour. Actually, let me just read an hour. Just an hour, from like 4:45 to 5:45, because when I read, I will have ticked like 3 things off my to-do list today. So I finished the meetings that I was supposed to finish. I went and showered. When you see this on, you already know it's time to go to bed. I am so exhausted. The meetings like took longer than expected. I even had to do 2 meetings. Like I came from one meeting and then I went to the other meeting. However, if I could rate the success of this day on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 6, a solid 6, because I've had more productive days. But actually no, I'm gonna give myself an 8. The fact that my moisturizer was not setting. I struggled to get through this day, but now I have gotten through the day and it's time. So I did my vision board. That one is done. I revamped my LinkedIn. That one is done. I attended my classes. That one is done. And I did my meetings. So for tomorrow, I'm going to be revamping my CV, attend class again because that's so daily, and then set up profiles for the various job searching. If things go well, I might send in my first application for this series tomorrow. But for now, let me go to bed. My eyes are already irritated, and yeah, that's that. But generally a very successful day. So yeah, if you're applying for jobs as well, I wish you all the best. Let me go to bed and sleep. Hello from a different time of the week. It's been like 2-3 days before I last filmed this job searching series. So the strides that I've made is I have already created my profile in the different job searching platforms. I'm going to be using LinkedIn as my primary job searching platform. Then I'm going to be using Indeed, Bait, Nokri, and then I might try Beyond the Savannah, but not in this video. I'm going to try Beyond the Savannah in the next video because there's a lot that goes on there. I have to subscribe. I also still want to do my own research before I come and I plug you into this job searching things. So for today, what I have done is I've created a job tracker. I'm going to show you or close up on how it looks like, because you cannot change what you don't measure. You have to measure. And then also, because when it comes to applying for jobs, there's a lot of pseudo productivity. There's this illusion that you're doing so much, while in real sense you're doing very little. Because when it comes to job searching, you spend a lot of time thinking about and stressing about job applications. And so because you're thinking about it so much and constantly and consistently, you might tend to think that you are actually doing the job, but you're not doing the job. I do this so that I can track that illusion, because sometimes you may say, oh yeah, I've applied and I've applied and I've applied and I've applied, and then when you come to check, you've probably just applied to 2 jobs or 3 jobs. Okay, I don't know if you can see this very clearly. So these are the metrics that I'm going to be tracking. So this is the date applied, the date responded. I want to see how long it takes from application to when I first get responded, and then the role, the company time, the status. These are the 4 status that I'm going to be tracking. And it's applied, I'm interviewing, it's been redirected, that's just rejection, or it's been given the offer. And then when it comes to the platforms, these are all the platforms that I'm going to be using. And then the job description, because sometimes you apply for a job and then you stay for a very long time before they get back to you, and then by the time they get back to you, you don't even remember what you had applied for. And then some notes, because sometimes I really do need the notes. When it comes to platform, you can just select. I have all these platforms. Like if I've applied through company page, or it's LinkedIn, Indeed, it's a call from a recruiter, or whether it's from Bait, Beyond the Savannah, or I'm the one who reached out to the hiring manager. And then when it comes to the status, here are all of them. They applied, interviewing, redirected. This is just rejection, and then offer when I get an offer. Basically, that's the simple job tracker. And then this is really nice, especially if you're into data analytics. There's this extension that is normally up here where you can make an app so that you can visualize your job searching shenanigans. But for me, I've already made one from AppSheet, but next time I'm just going to use Looker Studio to create a report at the end of it all. So that's it from here. So basically that is it. If I'm going to apply for a job tonight, it's going to be like late at night, because right now I need to make the slides for the AGM that I told you that I have with my friend. I've already put my pictures together and everything that I want it to go to my presentation. However, I need to put it now together, so that's what we're going to be doing. I have to make the slides. I'm going to be using Canva to make that slide. Basically, episode 1 was just for setting up the structures, the system, the things that I'm going to be using. The way this job searching thing is going to go is I'm going to document my own journey as transparent as I can. The disappointment, the interviews, the rejection, the things, just basically the whole shebang when it comes to job searching. So stay here. Here's the meeting description. It just says it's a cozy but focused sit down to map out the year ahead. We'll talk career direction, skills to build, books to read, and the kind of life we actually want to wake up to. Expect honest conversations, vision boards. Come with an open mind, big dreams, and the willingness to choose yourself deliberately. It's like choosing the kind of life that you want to wake up to deliberately and every single day, because we are about to get locked in. If you see that screen, yeah, I got it because it's lock-in season. What time is it? It's lock-in season. I'm done with the presentation. I'm extremely happy that I'm done with that. We have to get done with that tonight so that tomorrow people can start now doing their own things. So I've compiled my slides. You're gonna see a bit of it when I'm presenting. I'm not gonna be presenting in this mic, so it's just gonna pick poor sound, but like, hey, bear with me, because that was not the essence of this whole video. And then now it's at 6 p.m. sharp, so I'm going to go for a walk right now. I'm going to check in with my friend if they are available so that we can do that walk right now. Would this have been my presentation if I did not put an unhinged slide? There's a slide here that says, I will lock in until my child shouts Lacoste at Mamba Village. Anyway, if you know, you know. I will change that to job tracker actually as we proceed. I will get a better one that has like data visualization and whatever. You can see your progress in 3D when you're being consistent, when you're procrastinating. I want to be able to track that. So yeah, let's go for a walk and then come back and do the rest. Hello guys and welcome. Today is on Christmas Day. We are going to be hosting in the evening because the guests that we are supposed to host have not yet arrived. So I said, instead of just waiting aimlessly for the guests, let me continue working on my dream. So that's why my computer is on, because I want to apply for jobs on Christmas Day. That's how locked in I am. And I have also to attend class before they come. See that TikTok sound? For if you are going where I'm going, you would understand why it's necessary for me to lock in like that. Anyway, I finally managed to apply for one job yesterday. Just one. Let me tell you something. I had a very huge crash out yesterday because of job searching. And it's because no matter how positive you try to be when it comes to job searching, and be positive about the whole process, that process is nerve-wracking, it's gruesome, it's mentally draining. It's just everything mental, like it can drive you crazy. And yesterday I had my first crash out, so that's why I applied for only one job yesterday, but I'm back at it today. And it's because I had forgotten how hard it is to apply for jobs. I haven't applied for jobs for quite some time. Your nervous system still remembers how difficult it is. So there was that pushback, but yeah, I managed to get into the bottom of it, because now when I'm having crash outs, I'm job searching, I now get to the root of why I'm having such a crash out, and then I solve it from there. The other thing is, I haven't managed to do the meeting with my friend. We're going to do it tomorrow. So when I say I'm ending the video, please don't go. Stay until you see that presentation that we're going to be doing with my friend. Yeah, so if you're applying for jobs, to be really honest, I'm sending you so many hugs and so much love, because I know it is very difficult. And a pro tip, during these moments where you're trying to apply for jobs, please stay around people who believe things can be done, because one small bit of negativity and it destroys your whole progress. Okay, so stay with people who believe that it can be done, because you're going to need them when you're crashing out. That's one. Number two, track your metrics. I say that and I will say it again, track your metrics, because it's because you spend so much time thinking about job application and you spend so much time thinking about it because it's difficult, you might tend to think that you are actually applying to a lot of jobs, but in real sense it's just pseudo productivity, where your brain tricks you that you're being productive, but in real sense you're not being productive. You could have applied for 2 jobs, but in your head it feels like you've applied for 20, and so you get into that limbo of, yeah, there are no jobs and whatever. Kwanza, stay away from those people who believe that there are no jobs. Stay away from those people. Stay away from people who've given up. That's all I'm gonna say. And then also I want to start prepping for interviews, because technical interviews, those are the ones that are gonna kill you, because like you can't apply for jobs too much and then not upskill, and also you can't upskill too much and not apply for jobs and also not prep for the interviews, because what would be the point? So you have to do all these things together. If you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for keeping me company. I will see you in the next one. So Merry Christmas to me. You're gonna watch this in the second weekend of 2026, so happy new year to you. So that's it. I will see you in my next video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Goodbye. I have this calling to run away from poverty as fast as I can. The distance between me and poverty has to be so great. That's why niliandika, it is mandatory that I go harder next year. I don't even have the luxury to not go hard. Landing that was actually something really incredible, and yeah.
It's on the habits that gave you life in 2025.
And then this is my favorite slide. I will lock in until my child shouts Lacoste at Mamba Village. That's the one. I have to do that. That's my success metric right now. And he says, Mom, look, it's Lacoste. That's the day. I don't care how much money I have. That's the day. But until then, I lock in. www.softlab.com. Clack it. That's where you can find me. My website, softlab.com. And I want to log in until my account number and my phone number have the same digits. And that's it.
Let me tell you.
There's also this quote that says that procrastination is actually the arrogant assumption that God owes you a second chance to do what he gave you time to do today. Yeah.
You said it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sawa.
I'll call it a day.
Okay, thank you. It was really nice doing this with you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Nitakuongelesha hata every time. See, right now everyone is just saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Ciao, my love.
Bye, love.
Bye.